Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Dank Discoveries. Thank you for being here. And again, if you're 18 years older, you're more than welcome to stay. If you're not, please keep it pushing. And besides that, again, this is not medical advice. This is not an advertisement. This is not me giving you any kind of advice. This is just me doing a product review on things that I buy, right? So with that out of the way, let's jump right into the video today. And I have a couple things I want to review. I have 4 different things, all pretty much new. Besides one, I'm structuring my reviews in a different manner, and I have written them down now because I want to give you guys a more in-depth review on each strand, and not just give you like a nonsense review kind of. I want to give you guys information that you can use to actually decide if it's something that you are interested in or that you're not, or whatever it may be, right? So going from there, this is how we're going to be doing our reviews from now on. All right, I'm gonna introduce the strand name, like Rezziano number 20, right? I've already done this strand, but I'm gonna do this one more in depth today. So the name is Rezziano number 20, right? The looks of this strand, right, are very this like a long bulky nugs with like a slightly like denseness, but not like super dense, like slightly dense, right? And it has like very green colors, like dark green, light green, all mixed in there, with a nice light touch of like orange pistils all throughout, right? Very nice, right? So moving on, now we're gonna go to smell. The smell of this immediately, as soon as you make contact with the nugs and open that jar, it's gonna be gas chem pungent all day long. It's gonna smack you like it's that strong, and you're gonna understand why when we go over the genealogy on this strand, right? So it's a very pungent, strong smelling strand. Just remember that, okay? So now moving on, the effects. This strand is very heady. It's definitely a sativa all day long. That's why you get those long nugs, definitely, right? But it also has a super strong relaxation component. Like if you're one of those people that don't really sit well with sativas from anxiety, definitely need to get your hands on this if you can, because it does not have any anxiety. It kills all anxiety. Actually, this strand is amazing. It has all of the stuff you want from a sativa, but with super strong relaxation, right? And you're gonna have a strong sense of euphoria, like a wave of euphoria, strong mood boost, creativity boost. You're gonna be like focusing, and you're gonna be able to have that heavy eye feeling from the relaxation, right? Very motivational as well. Like this strand helps me like focus on things and get things done if I have something to do, right? So it's a good strand all around for people that are needing sativas to get some motivation or invigoration. Right now, we're gonna cut this into 2 ways. It's like the grade 4 category is gonna be like this is great for reading, such and so forth, and we're gonna do 2 things. Grade 4, just chilling, basically having fun after you consume, or what this is great for medical things as well. So basically, this is great for the medical reasons I use it, and the things that it has helped me with personally has been PTSD, my anxiety, and like I said, the lack of motivation, right? And the PTSD has helped me with tremendously because it helps, like I said, it gives you that mood boost. It takes away stress. It helps you with, like I said, focusing here and now. Takes you out of those very nasty memories. So it's a great strand for PTSD, right? For me personally. Okay, and so those are like medical uses. But again, now like I said, if you're just like on a Saturday, you're already chilling, you just want to have some, you just want to consume for fun. I use it personally also on that level as well, and I use it for hanging out, like just chilling. I draw, I like to game because it gives me that focus, but what like sit down kind of sedation with a bunch of focus. And like I said, like I watch TV with it. I could like to socialize and stuff like that. It's a pretty good versatile strand, but you're gonna want to be engaged with something after you consume this strand, right? So the genetics, and now as I said, all that pungent gas and chem smell comes from the genetics. The genetics is a gorilla glue crossed with cheese wheel. Cheese wheel is a hash plant crossed with cheese. So it's basically a hash plant, cheese, that's crossed, and after they have a baby, that baby is crossed with Gorilla Glue. So yeah, it's a really dank smell because of all of those super danky strands. Cheese, Gorilla Glue, hash plant. That name is there for very hashy smell. Cheese, it speaks for itself, very pungent, and you got that very dank, like chemi smell from the Gorilla Glue. So it's really a combination of those. You could definitely smell them all. Yeah, so that's pretty much the Rezziano, and this is how this is how I want to start trying to give the reviews so you can understand the nuances of each strap. And now moving on, we're gonna go over the rosin I got. I got a La Kush Cake rosin, and they have 3 tiers. They have tier 1, 2, and 3. Obviously, I'm blinking because I'm schmacked. But yeah, I got tier 3 because that's the only one they had to offer at that moment for La Kush Cake, and I really wanted to try it. And the looks on this, it's not much to say. It's just darker, like it's a darker brown than the other other strands I've gotten that are higher tier, because I haven't got this in a higher. But like the other strands, like Animal Face, Boba Fett, Afternoon Delight, all of those tier 2, tier 1, they're more off-white, like yellowish white. This is more like a brown. So yeah, it has more color to it. The smell is very minty, spicy, chem, like, but also cinnamon, right? Like a spicy cinnamon with a minty chem, and it has like a earthiness, but a vanilla like at the back end. So it's a very nuanced strand, right? And effects on this one are very indica dominant. I'm gonna read what I wrote because this is really funny. Not funny, but it just highlights how really powerful this was. I said, sheesh, exclamation point, true indica, numb body, giggles, happy, with strong relaxation and sedation. Be careful, potent. I wrote that last night after consuming because this La Kush Cake, very strong. I've had, like I said, all of the other pretty much rosins they have at a higher tier. This one blows all of them out the water. Like, no, hands down, no questions asked. This is obviously really great for like pain relief, relaxation, stuff like that. You know, if you anti-anxiety, if you have problems with anxiety attacks, and if you have insomnia, another great strand like for sleep. But if you're just chilling out and you want something to help you, like, you're great for just watching TV. It's great for reading a book, something to kick back and do. You know, you might not want to draw or nothing because you're gonna get kind of like, you know, like body goes heavy kind of, so you don't really want to do too much, right? So the genetics on this is a Cushman's crossed with wedding cake. So yeah, I love both of those strands. So that's why you get that heavy indica, because that wedding cake and Cushman's go together and to blow your body away. So yeah, now moving on, we're gonna move on to Xeno. Xeno is like a very one of those strands where you're like, oh, I gotta get this. Look at that genetics. Look at the genetics. You get it, like, and the effects are there, but the cure or whatever is kind of off because it's like after I smoke, I gotta drink a bunch of water and all that. I clear my throat a bunch of times, and it's not from like cotton mouth. So it's like something's irritating my throat, and I think it's the way they cured it. Like they didn't leave it long enough or whatever, but it's irritating me. And so with that being said, the looks though on the nugs are pretty solid. Like, alright, let me just read this. The looks, they're solid, dense nugs with lime green and dark orange, reddish pistils. Even yeah, pretty much like reddish orange, pretty much pistils, and with like a very like lime green nugs. But this, the reason I was kind of like stopped earlier is because I've gotten the smalls from multiple different strands, and this one is the only one where it has come out like popcorn. And like, if you know the difference, like there's popcorn nugs, then there's small nugs, and then there's nugs, right? You know what I mean? And this is like popcorn, where it's like a bunch of those really small nugs. So, and I'm not gonna complain because this has never happened. This is literally the first time I ever got the popcorn from them. But like the popcorn combined with the like irritation to my throat, yeah, it kind of pisses me off, to be honest. But if I wanted to go and return it, they would just return it for me. Like, there would be no back and forth. They would do it. I don't want to return it because I don't really care. but the effects are very immediate onset. They have a strong euphoria. After the exhale, I had a super like big smile. After the first bowl, even like I smoked the bowl, I exhaled it, boom, I was smiling, like I was giggly. I had heavy eyes instantly. I had a like very slight like head high, but it was more so indica effects. But you definitely had a head change. And yeah, so I felt very relaxed, happy, uplifted. So it's really one of those. It's like one of those indica strands that have like a bunch of sativa effects, but it's more so just indica. Great for relaxation, great for anti-anxiety, great for stress relief, great for sleep. I've used it for all of that. I even would suggest if you don't like sativas, really, or you don't really can't do them, or if let's say if it's nighttime you don't really want to take a sativa, I think that the Xeno is good for PTSD for nighttime use. The genetics on the Xeno is Cushman's crossed with a Z. That's why I was like, oh, I gotta get this because I love Cushman's. Obviously, that's why I got the La Kush cake. And I also love Skittles. So yeah. But I just can't wait for another batch to come out because I know it's gonna be better. So last but not least is the Bananaconda. The Bananaconda is a weird name, but we're gonna try to explain that a little bit later when we go through the genealogy. But first I need water. Okay, so the looks of these are short, dense, lime green nugs with light orange, like I would even say yellowish pistils. But this one, unlike the other ones, is sparkling with trichomes. This one is the premium 7-gram jar. And these is new. These 7-gram jars is new to my rise in my location. Usually they only do 7-gram jars in this, like these 7-gram like smalls. That's what they do usually. They don't usually do. You see how it's like purple and this is purple? That's how you know it's the premium nuts. They only do eighths in premium, but now they're doing quarters in the premium, and it's lovely. This strand is really sweet and tasty. I really like it actually. I don't mean sweet like tasty sweet. I mean like it's like sweet like, oh, that's sweet, man, right? Kind of type of thing. And the terps on this, 3%, 3% on flower terps. I mean 3% on the flower. That's you're doing well. And it has a 20% THC hit, and so yeah, it's doing super well. And that's why this one is covered in trichomes. It's like shining crazy. The effects on this are super happy, hazy, blissful, heady, a stony feeling, but you're gonna have a numbing body relaxation. And after all of that, you're gonna go to sleep. Like if you take like 2 bowls or smoke a full joint, yeah, you're gonna have like a super happy, blissful, hazy head high. That's gonna be combined with a super numbing body feeling. But then after you get after the stone starts coming all down, you're gonna get super sleepy. And yeah, so it's a really good take you on a ride hybrid. And this is great for anti-anxiety. It's great for depression. It's great for insomnia. Great for stress. Great for socializing. This strand is one of those strands. If you take a little bit, you can just chill out, hang out. Take a lot, you're sleepy, you're couch locked. It's one of those. It's good for about anything, and you could do it like during anything. Like if you like drawing, you consume this, you're gonna like drawing better. If you like watching television, I pretty much self-explanatory. You consume this, you're gonna enjoy it more. It's one of those strands, right? So now the genetics on this is snake cake and the dual OG, and this is why I kind of wanted to say, it's kind of confusing, the name Bananaconda, like anaconda and bananas. But the reason, obviously, the anaconda is from snake cake. That's one of the strands it's made from. And the other one is dual OG. But the dual OG is made from 2 other strands. And the 2 strands that dual OG is made from is true OG and banana OG. So obviously they used the banana OG that was inside of the dual OG as part of the naming convention. So it's a banana mixed with anaconda. So it's Bananaconda, right? So that's why I want to explain that. But further into genetics, right? Snake cake itself is a combination of cherry pie, Animal Cookies, and Pineapple Express, which is very diverse strand selection, right? So very tasty strand, very strong effects. Another great strand from Rhythm, and I'm happy that they're coming out with great stuff, new ideas, new strands all the time. And thank every one of you for being here. Like and subscribe, leave some comments, and please let me know if there's anything you want me to review. Thank you. Peace out.